Aloha kakahiaka. Good morning, everyone. Aloha kakahiaka means good morning in Hawaiian. It's Elle here on this Thursday. I hope you all are doing well and this finds you all well. Today we are talking about your self-worth on the twin flame journey. A question for you. Who determines your self-worth? Not just on a twin flame journey, but really just in life, in everyday life, in everything you do. Who's determining your self-worth? And we're going to talk about that today because that seems to come to a head on the twin flame journey, that it happens in a way that we'll get to talking about that really makes you face that head on. And it's going to be something you really want to stay tuned for because this seems to come up in so many. This I would say is also a hallmark on the twin flame journey. So you got Aniela here today. I am a coach with the Be With Your Twin Flame program, and I hope you all are well and doing well out there, being safe, and you're all well, getting ready for the holidays. It's a wonderful time of the year, favorite time of the year. What you're gonna want to do, as I'm gonna get into, is take note of the little link that I have below, because that will lead you to scheduling a clarity call. Because if you're finding you're on the twin flame journey, and trust me folks, I know, I've been there, every one of us coaches in this program have been and are on this twin flame journey ourselves. And you're out there and you're looking for information and you're looking for help. And I'll tell you, people kind of tend to think that, oh my gosh, that's so brash. And it's true. Whatever you're finding out there, if it's not from Elle, it is not going to get you where you need to be. There is a lot of misinformation out there and a lot of myths and a lot of just BS, to be honest and to be frank. There's a lot of BS out there about the twin flame journey and what it's about. And it's in believing those things that is just going to set you off track. It's going to keep you feeling like crap. So you're going to want to hold on to that link below, because after we get through talking, if you're resonating with what I'm talking about, which, like I said earlier, this seems to be one of the hallmarks on this journey, you're going to want to click on that so you can speak to someone and get started on your journey. We have all types of options available now. It is not what a lot of people think out there. Do yourself a great service and click on that if you're on this journey, because if you want the help that you need, you're going to need to click below. We have so many different options now. All of the programs that we have are designed from do it yourself all the way up to intense coaching, if that's what you need. All of them are designed to help you get to a better place on this journey, because let's face it folks, I say it once, I said it a million times, nobody is prepared for this journey. Nobody. I don't care what walk of life you come from. When it actually happens to you, oh my God, there is no prep, but there is help out there. Okay, so today we're talking about knowing your worth on the twin flame journey. This comes up so often, and a lot of people, just to be straight and to be frank out there, they don't know their worth. And what that means, when I ask a person, what are you worth? Ask yourself that. What is your worth? And who is determining that? Or what is determining that? Because let's face it, folks, that one thing will really bring you to your knees on this journey. Because what happens on the twin flame journey, once the soul recognizes itself in the physical form of the other, it's called soul recognition. It's totally subconscious. Don't go back in your memory bank and try and think, oh, it was him. It was, no. That's just not gonna work. It is totally subconscious, but it happens. And once that happens, the fear-based energies that are in play completely repel. And what happens then is just this cycling of energy that's going round and round. It's all fear-based. That is the energy that's causing you to feel the way you do on this journey once the energies repel. And what happens is a lot of times, people will start to doubt themselves. They'll start to doubt everything. They'll start to look at everything, which is absolutely normal. That is part of the fear-based energy, especially on this journey. And what you start doing is you start second-guessing yourself, and you start things start coming up because, a lot of times your self-worth will come into play here. It definitely will. Now, things happen on the twin flame journey pretty much the way it's happened throughout your life in different relations, in different people you meet and things like that. But what happens on the twin flame journey is that the energy is so intensified that it will hit you like a ton of bricks. One of the famous things that I hear all the time, the most common things is that I don't know why I can't get over or get through or with this one person. And that's because this is not a relationship, folks. It is a reunion of the soul. Everything you think you know is out the window. And that's why the intensity is so great, because basically you're really in the physical form looking at the other half of your soul. Okay? So now when that happens, everything is like on steroids. When you ask yourself, what is your worth? If you don't know how to answer that straight on, let's look at it from a backwards step point of view. A backwards breakdown kind of thing. If you don't know what your worth is, you will push yourself aside every single time. And we're not just talking about the twin flame journey. We're talking about with people in general, with our friends, with our family, with our co-workers, our boss. We'll push ourselves aside. You'll always put, most of the time, I can't say always, that's totally, most of the time, you'll put others first, especially above you. Especially above what you want, what you need, what you want to say. You tend to be, if you don't know your self-worth, you tend to be a people pleaser, and you have a hard time saying no. You have a hard time saying no. You have a hard time saying what your true feelings are. In fact, that good old, hey, how you doing today? I'm great. And smiling on the outside, dying on the inside. You can't say your true feelings, and many times you can't stand up for yourself. You just can't. People will do things, they'll walk all over you sometimes, and disrespect you, things like that, and you just can't stand up for yourself. You just take it, and you take it, and you take it. And the thing about it is, if you don't know your self-worth, you lack self-love. If you don't know your self-worth, it's not something that's very tangible and you can put steps on and you can just put in these little boxes. It's not something like that, but it is very deep, very personal for you. If you don't know your self-worth, then you lack self-love. They go hand in hand together. And this journey, folks, this journey is a journey of self-love. It is an absolute journey of self-love. It is not a journey about the twin flame. Let's get that straight right off the bat. A lot of people are going to be, it's true. It's not. This journey is about you. So when we're talking about self-worth, like I said earlier, things will play out a lot of times just like they did in many other relationships or people you may have known or had and things like that. But this one, is different. There's just no way of getting around it, through it, over it. It's not meant to. When this happens to you, when you're on your twin flame journey, when you're at the pit of pits, it's here to help you. So when we're talking about self-worth, a lot of people, they reflect, especially when they first start coming into our program, they start reflecting on what happened. What happened when the energies repelled? What happened on their twin flame journey? It was so beautiful. And all of a sudden, it went straight to shit. Like literally, all of a sudden, it went straight to shit. On this journey, folks, let me tell you, no one will make you tolerate more than the TF. That's just the way it is. everything being so amplified and beefed up and on steroids. If you took shit from people before, trust me, you're gonna take shit from the TF. And that's what, it's all part of the fear-based energy, even though in the moment, at the time, you don't really realize it, and you can't really do anything to stop it. I mean, all of that happened already. You know, that's how the fear-based energy plays out. They will make you tolerate more shit than anybody else. And I know, there are people out there going, oh my God. It's true. It's true. It's just designed that way. It's part of how the energies play out, the fear-based energy. But this is what you want to know. I know a lot of people don't know this right now. And so I'm talking straight to you. Even though that's the way it does play out, that doesn't mean it has to be like that for you forever. All these things happen to teach you and show you what you need to balance. And so folks, on the twin flame journey, let me tell you right now, if you're on one, if you're not sure you're on one, who determines your self-worth? Ask yourself that. Because if it's coming up for you in your life and you're on this journey, let me tell you something. It's only you who can determine your self-worth, your self-love, your self-honoring, your oh gosh, I get kind of choked up about this, because really, it's only you who can determine that, and it is up to you to determine that. You know, what we always talk about in our program is learning how to balance this fear-based energy. It's really learning and resonating that it's all about energy. It's not about all the little intricacies and details. He did this to me, she did this to me. It's really not about that, folks. It's about energy. And it's this fear-based energy that has you in where you are right now. We've been there, we've all gone through it here in our program. Every last one of the coaches here in this program. But it really is up to you to decide what your worth is. You know, I don't know what else way to put it, but in the physical form, not even the TF will determine your self-worth. It's up to you to do that. It's all part of the learning process. Now, you know, don't get into this whole thing like, oh, it's a lesson. I gotta do this lesson. I gotta heal that. No, folks, it's not that complicated. It's energy. It's energy that fed up. And how does it get your attention? The most, no, I can't use the word severe, the most impactful way, most of the time, to make us look at ourselves and see the things that in the patterns that we're in and the things that we need to shift. How does it get your attention? In the most impactful way, on the TF journey. You have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to look. You can keep looking. You can keep, you know, oh, I don't like what Elle said today. I'm going to go and I'm going to search for all the nice, you know, all this feel good, all this woo-woo, la-la kind of stuff about this journey that's out there. You can do that, you know. If that's what floats your boat, you can do that. But trust me, folks, it's not going to get you where you need to be. This journey is about you. This journey is about loving, honoring, and respecting yourself. This journey is about overcoming those things and shifting energetically those things to get you to a place where you are the one hereafter who will always determine your own self-worth and what you're worth having. Because folks, let me tell you, you know, a lot of us, we will go sometimes years on this journey and just stay in that fear-based energy, because your fear-based energy has you convinced that you're only worth scraps. Scraps from other people, scraps from jobs, scraps from relationships, scraps of everything. And I am here to tell you, you are not. You are your soul, folks. You are infinite. You are love. You are worth way more than what you've been selling yourself for. I know, I've been there. And I know now exactly what I'm worth. And that's how you get around to shifting your fear-based energy. If what I'm saying is resonating with you folks, there's no judgment. Don't beat yourself up. There's a reason why you're watching this video today. Don't beat yourself up. God, everybody else does. Don't do it to yourself. Okay? Who determines your self-worth? No one else. No one else, folks. You do. That's self-love. Okay? So if you're resonating with what I'm talking about today, go ahead. I urge you, go ahead and click on the link below and speak to one of our Clarity Consultants. Alrighty, folks? God bless you all. Ask yourself that question. Who determines my self-worth? Okay? All right. God bless you all. Love you. We'll talk to you again. Bye, folks.